What's up, Hippo lovers? NAC 5 qualifiers are starting today. We will have two separate qualifiers, one this week, one next week, and 3 spots for each qualifier. Obviously, 4 invited players: Hera, Leary, Viper, and Mr. Yo already in there. And now we are adding 6 more to have 10 players in total. 3 players going through. So we could look at this at 3 separate brackets here, and this is the bracket that will feature the biggest names probably in there: Nico and Tato. Pretty interesting matchups there in the round of 48 that are happening this Tuesday till Friday. Opening scheduling is going to be Daniel Mihai, Kingston, Dragonstar. Yeah, those are the ones I'm looking forward to the most, the closest ones there for sure. And I gave Dragonstar the advantage. Mihai, Daniel, I think I see Daniel the slight favorite. It depends more on him. I think we know what we will get from Mihai. Daniel, I have no idea if he could train, if he found the time. He scheduled quite an early time for him, so I would assume not 100% preparation there, but that's just me guessing. Then we are assuming the big favorites going through, although Balz, Capoch, it's not clear who the big favorite is. I actually think with the recent form that Balz has, I will give him the edge. That's probably the best match there in the round of 24 in this bracket. And then I still believe that Nikov should go through, and Tato had the number of Dogao. So I think this one looks pretty solid there. And then in the finals, best of 7, I think anything can happen. Round of 24 and 12, obviously on Saturday, and all the decider matches on Sunday. So that's going to be a pretty interesting one to follow. And then we have 2 more brackets. One of the qualified players will come from this bracket. It will be the bracket featuring Willisse, ACCM, Jordan, probably the 3 biggest names, but crazy names still in there with Andy, Vallas, people that I could see qualifying in some wild worlds for sure. Some one-sided matches here to start this one off. Obviously, top 48 players allowed in this bracket. Ganji Miguel, probably a pretty good match there for the round of 48. Certainly something I'm interested in. Vallas Draken can be some interesting games as well. I don't think Draken will lose 3-0, but Vallas should be the favorite there. Miguel Ganji, I could see it going either way, and I could see it go all the ways, like 3-0 for Ganji, 3-0 for Miguel. Going to be quite interesting. Andy versus Sebastian, I think, will be a banger for a round of 24. Sebastian in really good shape. I know that the Fox guys are training hard, and that's going to be certainly an interesting one. And then round of 12, that is a really packed bracket. I honestly wouldn't mind if all those 4 would qualify for NAC. I think that those could be 4 great additions for the tournament. And yeah, I'm just curious how this one will play out. Willisse, ACCM, I think it's close to a coin flip. I have to give the edge to Willisse, and Jordan, Andy will be a really interesting one. I have to give the edge to Jordan. Quite an interesting bracket, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one will play out. You can tell me who you think is going through there. Like, is it Jordan? Is it Willisse? Is maybe ACCM making an appearance? Is Jordan out earlier against Andy? I don't know. And that's the beauty of those qualifiers, right? Right now the level is so close. The level is so compact and so high that so many people can qualify. I think that's beautiful. And then the last bracket, one going through out of this bracket this week. And it is the bracket featuring a lot of big names. Doubt leading it at the front, Cito, Winchester, Hart, MBL. This might be the bracket with the best players not qualifying. Like, this is in my books the most stacked of them all, and we will have the most brutal round of 24 with Hart versus MBL. And I think this might be the best player that will lose a round of 24 will be coming from this match. Cito Slam, absolute banger. Running Slam, a nice opening match there. Magugu Winchester, crazy match for a round of 24. Another bracket, I would have hyped that up more, but here it just feels sick. Classic Pro, obviously 2.6k, can make some wild stuff happen there against Doubt. I think he will be well prepared though. And then in the evening on Saturday, we will have those matches. I don't know. Hard MBL. I truly don't know. I think the map pool might be slightly better for Hart. It depends a bit on how much he's going to train. Typically, he trains a lot with Leary, who doesn't need to train right now. Maybe trains with Nikov. Wouldn't surprise me. Citeaux Winchester, I have no idea. I'm completely clueless. Could be Winchester, could be Citeaux. I think both will be well prepared. Both want to qualify really badly. So I gave you the decider match of Dowd versus Winchester, but honestly, I'm not feeling too confident with this. Like, this is a lot of question marks. It could be MBL over Hart. It could be either of them over Dowd. At the bottom, it could be, honestly, Magugu has a solid 30% against Winchester in my books as well. And then Citeaux Winchester will be a close one. I think this is going to be the most brutal bracket. But luckily, they get a new chance in the next week. We will have another 3 spots there. And yeah, if you want to watch those qualifiers to see who's joining the big tournament in January, it will be over on Twitch and now also on YouTube. See you there. Goodbye, Hippo lovers.